Hey guys, what is up? This is Mr. A. Chrissy here, and in today's movie review, I'm going to be doing a movie review on this 2002 movie from Steven Spielberg, and this review is on Catch Me If You Can. Catch Me If You Can is inspired by the true story of a brilliant young master of deception and the FBI agent hot on his trail. Catch Me If You Can stars Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks in one of the year's most acclaimed hits, released in Christmas of 2002. From three-time Oscar-winning director Steven Spielberg, Catch Me If You Can follows Frank as he successfully passes himself off as a pilot, a lawyer, and a doctor, all before his 21st birthday. Joel Siegel of Good Morning America declares in quote, "Movies don't get much more fun than this," while the Associated Press hails this incredible tale as the most flat out fun movie of the year. And yeah, and like I said, this movie is based on true events from director Steven Spielberg, and so movie's rated PG-13 for some sexual content and brief language, and the movie's a long one, 2 hours and 21 minutes. I actually watched this movie for the first time on Paramount Plus like a while ago. I think back in like January of this year. So after watching this movie, I absolutely really love this movie. For a Spielberg movie, I gotta say, I actually really enjoyed everything about this movie. Yeah, and of course, I've had this DVD for like a really long time, like way before I watched the whole thing. And I'm gonna have to say, this is probably one of Steven Spielberg's best films. Yeah, I can definitely see that, and yeah, it's definitely one of Spielberg's best films that he ever directed, but of course not one of my personal favorites from his. Like, those would have to be E.T., Jaws, yeah, and etc., you name it. Oh yeah, and of course, can't forget about Jurassic Park. Yeah, almost forgot about that. But anyway, so I gotta say, this movie had a very interesting story when it comes to true events that are inspired by true events. The story itself is actually very interesting and very unique for a film that came out in Christmas of 2002. And yeah, and of course, what can I say about Catch Me If You Can? It's definitely a well-made Spielberg film. Steven Spielberg does a great job directing this film. And of course, we can't forget about the performances. Tom Hanks and Leonardo DiCaprio. Tom Hanks and Leonardo DiCaprio were both excellent in this movie together. Yeah, and this movie also stars Christopher Walken, Martin Sheen, and yeah. And of course you also can't go wrong with John Williams' music score. It's definitely amazing. And yeah, and even though the pacing can be slow at times, it actually manages to pick up like right where the important part is to this movie. Because I think when it comes to the pacing to this film, even though this is a long like a 2 hour and 20 minute excuse me, 2 hours and 21 minutes of a movie, sometimes it gets to the point where the pacing picks up, and then of course it makes the time go by pretty quicker if you understand the story. I, for myself, actually understood the story very well, and I can definitely see what Steven Spielberg has to come from this movie. And oh yeah, and Steven Spielberg also directed that other very long one called Schindler's List, which I actually really love Schindler's List. Despite its 3-hour runtime, I still love Schindler's List. And this movie I still love too. And like I said, I've had this DVD for like a really long time. It includes 2 discs, like back when DVDs were used to be like this. Disc 1 includes the movie, and disc 2 includes the bonus features. Yeah, so overall, Catch Me If You Can is an excellent, well-made movie, and I'm gonna give Catch Me If You Can 5 out of 5 stars, 10 out of 10. So yeah, if you haven't watched this movie in a really long time, and if it needs a rewatch for some of you guys out there, then I recommend revisiting it. If you have time, then this is worth a rewatch. Yeah, because I'm sure a lot of you guys out there have seen this movie before, and yeah. But yeah, regardless, this movie was excellent. I love it. And there you go. And there you have it, guys. That's going to be it for my movie review on Catch Me If You Can. And that's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys liked it. And if you're not subscribed yet, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. And also make sure to like this video as well. With that being said, until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying goodbye, everybody, and that's about it.